Hello learners, welcome back on the class of fluid mechanics. So I hope you all are safe and doing well. So in the previous discussion, we have seen the fluid kinematics, and fluid kinematics I have discussed the different types of flow, and after that I have written the generalized form of continuity equation, and after that four special cases I have discussed, that is for three-dimensional steady flow, and after that in three-dimensional steady incompressible flow, and after that in two-dimensional steady flow, and in two-dimensional steady and incompressible flow. After that I have taken some problems and I have solved some problems based on the continuity equation. So today I am going to discuss another very important topic, that is what is a streamline, equation of a streamline, and after that streak line, and after that I will discuss what is various angular velocity component like omega x, omega y and omega z, and the expression of angular velocity in x, y and z direction in terms of velocity component in x, y and z direction. After that I will tell you the condition of irrotationality and rotationality, and after that I will discuss what is circulation and vorticity. After that I will take some problems based on the circulation, vorticity and angular rotation. So today we are going to learn another very important topic, that is streamline. Streamline. Streamline is an imaginary line drawn in the flow field in such a way that the tangent drawn at any point on this line directly represents the direction of velocity vector or fluid particle at that point. So equation of streamline is dx by u is equal to dy by v is equal to dz by w, where u, v and w is the velocity component in x, y and z direction. So it is an imaginary line drawn in the flow field such that tangent drawn at any point on this line directly represents the direction of velocity vector. Let us assume this is our flow field, this is the stream line. So if I draw a tangent and dr, so equation of streamline, So equation of streamline, take dr along stream line. So dr can be written as dr is equal to dxi plus dyj plus dzk if r is xi plus yj plus zk, and we know the velocity is equal to ui plus vj plus wk. So v cross v and dr both make angle 0. And when it will be 0? So when dr cross v is equal to 0. And we know that dr cross v, how to compute? I j k. Dr can be written as dx dy dz, and velocity component u v and w, and this should be 0. So if I solve this determinant, so we can write I into dyw minus v dz minus j into w dx minus u dz plus k into v dx minus u dy is equal to 0. And for all the 0, everything should be 0. So if I take the I, j and k 0, so dy w minus v dz is equal to 0. So dy by v is equal to dz by w. Similarly, this component should be 0, this component should be 0, this component should be 0. So w dx minus u dz is equal to 0. So dx by u is equal to dz by w, 1 2. And similarly v dx minus u dy is equal to 0. So dx by u is equal to dy by v. So from 1 2 3, from 1 2 and 3, we can write dx by u is equal to dy by v is equal to dz by w. So this is the equation of streamline. Equation of streamline. Dx by u is equal to dy by v is equal to dz by w, where u, v and w is the x, y and z component of velocity capital V. So today I have discussed what is streamline. So I told you streamline is an imaginary line drawn in a flow field in such a way that tangent drawn at any point on this line directly represents the direction of velocity vector. And after that I have derived the equation of a streamline, that is dx by u is equal to dy by v is equal to dz by w. Similarly, if I define second term, that is also called path line. So it is the actual path, it is the actual path traced by the fluid particle. So that streamline is the imaginary line and this is the actual path traced by the fluid particle. Similarly, streak line. So streak line, it is the locus of all fluid particles at moment which have been passed through the same line at different moment. So it is the locus of all fluid particles at moment which have been passed through the same line at the different moment. So I have discussed what is streamline, what is path line, and what is streak line. Now I am going to discuss very important expression, that is rotational components in a flow. Rotational component in a flow. Let omega be the rotation and omega x, omega y and omega z be the rotational component in x, y and z direction respectively. X, y and z. U, V and W, and this omega can be written as omega xi plus omega yj plus omega z into k. So what is the expression of this rotational component in x, y and z direction in terms of u, v and w? So this omega is also known as angular velocity. Omega is angular velocity or rotational component. So if I U shear in rotation means shear rotation in x direction, so U shear means U into dt here U plus del U by del Y into dy into dt so if I, and the distance between this is dy, so if I write tan d alpha is equal to u dt minus u plus du by del u by del y into dy minus dt, u dt minus u plus del u by del y into dy dt divided by this distance is dy. So here tan d alpha is equal to minus del u by del y into dy into dt divided by dy, or we can write d alpha is equal to dy cancel, so it is minus del u by del y into dt. So d alpha by dt can be written as d alpha by dt is equal to minus del u by del y. Question number first. Similarly, if I write V shear rotation, V shear in rotation this distance is dx. So it is d beta. So tan this velocity is v into dt. Here is v plus del v by del x into dx into dt. So tan d beta is equal to this by this. So this is del v by del x into dx dt divided by the parallel distance dx. So here d beta by dt can be written as del v by del x. This is our equation number 2. So omega z means angular rotation in z direction is equal to d alpha by dt plus d beta by dt divided by 2. So omega z is equal to, if I write d alpha by dt minus del u by 1 by 2 minus del u by del y plus d beta by dt is del v by del x. So omega z is equal to 1 by 2 del v by del x minus del u by del y. So angular rotation in z direction. In general, for 3D flow, we can write angular rotation is equal to 1 by 2 del cross v. So omega is equal to 1 by 2 and del cross v we can write I j k in mathematics. Del is del by del x, del by del y, del by del z, and velocity component, the x direction is u, v and w. So omega can be written as 1 by 2 I into del w by del y minus del v by del z minus j into, if I solve this determinant, del w by del x minus del u by del z plus k times del v by del x minus del u by del y. So this is the total rotation. Omega is equal to 1 by 2 I times I omega del omega by del y minus del v by del z minus j into this. So del w by del x minus del u by del z and k times del v by del x minus del u by del y. So here, and we have written omega is equal to omega xi plus omega yj plus omega z k. So if I equate and we know that omega is equal to omega xi plus omega yj plus omega z k. So if I equate this equation with the whatever we have computed, so omega x can be written as 1 by 2 del w by del y minus del v by del z. Similarly, omega y is equal to 1 by 2 del u by del z minus del w by del x. And angular rotation in z direction, that is 1 by 2 del v by del x minus del u by del y. So these are the rotational component in x, y and z direction. If all omega x is equal to omega y is equal to omega z is equal to 0, and if this is 0, so omega is also 0, the flow is irrotational. Flow is irrotational. Otherwise, if omega x not equal to omega y not equal to omega z not equal to 0, that is omega not equal to 0, so flow is rotational. Or omega x is equal to omega y is equal to omega z, but it is not equal to 0. It means rotational component is not equal to 0, so flow is rotational. So we have seen the expression of rotational component in x, y and z direction. So for memory purpose, if you memorize these things, how to write the expression of omega x, omega y and omega z. So this is our x direction, y direction and z direction. We know the velocity component in x, y and z direction. So if I'm going to write the rotational component in z direction, so omega z is equal to 1 by 2 you have to write, and after z it is coming x, so that you have to not consider. So del v by and z x minus, once you have considered v, then you have to not consider w, you have to consider del u by and x, and after x it is y. If you want to write the rotational component in z direction, so z you have to consider. After that, we know that after z it is coming x, and so the velocity component in x direction you don't have to consider, and after x it is coming y, so del v and direction of x is considered, because after z the direction of the is coming x, and after that once you have considered v, so once again the component of velocity in z direction you don't have to consider, but just after the z direction velocity, that is x, you have to consider, and after x you have to consider y. Similarly, if I write the rotational component in x direction, so we can write this is x, so the velocity component after x we don't have to consider, but after this we have to consider. So that is in z direction it is del w by, and after x it is y, and in z direction velocity is w, so in x direction we don't have to consider, but after x the velocity is v, so del v by del z. So this is the how you have to remember. Similarly, omega y can be written as, so in y direction, so After y direction it is coming z, we don't have to consider. After z direction it is coming x, so in x direction velocity component is del u, and after y it is coming del z minus, once we have considered u, so we don't have to consider v. After that we have to consider w, so del w divided by del x. So these are the velocity component we have to remember, because in the question whether it is asked the flow is irrotational or rotational, so firstly we have to compute the value of rotational component in x, y and z direction. If it is 0, then our flow is irrotational, otherwise it is rotational. So I am going to discuss vorticity. Vorticity is defined as rotation of one fluid particle with respect to adjacent particle. So rotation of one fluid particle with respect to adjacent particle, and this vorticity can be written as 2 times omega, where omega is the rotational velocity. And similarly another very important term, that is circulation. Circulation is defined as, it is defined as the line integral of the velocity vector along a closed loop. It is defined as the line integral of velocity vector. So circulation can be written as line integral of velocity dot dr. In a 2D flow, in a two-dimensional flow, if this is the closed loop, this velocity is u into dx, line integral, this is v into dy, u plus del u by del y into dy, and this one is v plus del v by del x into dx. dy dx. So in a closed loop, if I compute the circulation, so circulation can be written as line integral of velocity vector. So we can write u into dx plus v plus del v by del x into dx into dy, and this is the in opposite direction, so we can write minus u plus del u by del y into dy into dx minus v into dy. So circulation is coming u dx and this u dx is cancel, v dy and this v dy is cancel. So del v by del x minus del u by del y into dx dy. And we know that del v by del x minus del u by del y is nothing but the vorticity, and this is the area, because I have told you the vorticity is the 2 times the rotational component. So rotational component, this is the rotational component 2 times the rotational component of z direction, because omega z is 1 by 2 del v by del x minus del u by del y, and if I multiply by 2, so it is vorticity in z direction into area. So we can write the circulation, we can write circulation is equal to vorticity into area. Circulation is equal to vorticity into area. So let us take some problems. A velocity field with no component in the y and z direction is given by v is equal to 6 plus twice xy plus t square. The acceleration along the x direction at a point 3, 1, 2 at time 2 is option A 8 units, option B 16 units, option C 28 units, and option D 36 units. So question is that this question is asked in Civil Services Examination 1997. This question was asked by Civil Services Examination 1997. A velocity field with no component in the y and z direction, and the velocity is given 6 plus 2xy plus t square. The acceleration along the x direction at a point 3, 1, 2 at time 2 is option A 8 units, option B 16 units, option C 28 units, and option D 36 units. So in the last class we have seen the expression of acceleration in x, y and z direction, and the acceleration of x direction we have seen u del u by del x plus v del u by del y plus w del u by del z plus del u by del t. Similarly, alpha y acceleration in y direction u del v by del x plus v del v by del y plus w del v by del z plus del v by del t. And similarly, acceleration in z direction u del w by del x plus v del w by del y plus w del w by del z plus del w by del t. So we have to compute the acceleration in x direction and the component of velocity in y and z direction 0, means according to the question v is equal to 0 and w is equal to 0. means u component of the velocity is 6 plus twice xy plus t square. So acceleration can be computed. Alpha x is equal to, this component is 0, this component is 0, means u del u by del x plus del u by del t. So u is 6 plus twice xy plus t square into del u by del x. So del u by del x is twice y plus del u by del t is 2t. Put the value of x, y, z and t given in the question. So 6 plus 2 into 3 into 1 plus t square 4 into 2 times 1 plus 2 into 2. So it is 6, 6, 12, 16, 32 plus 4, means it is coming 36 units. So the acceleration in x direction is 36 units. Option D are correct. If I take another problem, so a two-dimensional steady incompressible flow is given by a two-dimensional steady incompressible is given by V is equal to 3xi minus 3yj. So this is the expression of velocity for two-dimensional incompressible flow is given. Find the equation of streamline passing through 1, 1. So we have to compute the equation of streamline passing through 1, 1. So u component of the velocity, u is equal to 3x and v is equal to minus 3y. So before I will write the equation of a streamline, firstly we have to check whether flow is possible. If flow is not possible, then no question will arise, there will be no equation of a streamline. So firstly we have to check whether flow is possible or not. So for the possibility of flow, we have to check the continuity equation for two-dimensional incompressible flow. So for two-dimensional steady incompressible flow, we have seen the expression of the continuity equation del u by del x plus del v by del y, and del u by del x is 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, means flow is possible. Del u by del x plus del v by del y is equal to 0, means flow is possible. Once flow is possible, so equation of streamline can be computed. Equation of streamline, and we have seen today, we have seen the expression of streamline dx by u is equal to dy by v is equal to dz by w, but here is a two-dimensional flow, so w component is missing or 0. So the for two-dimensional equation of streamline dx by u is equal to dy by v. So dx by u is 3x is equal to dy by v is minus 3y. So 3 3 cancel, so dx by x is equal to minus dy by y. So ln x is equal to minus ln y plus some constant c. So we can write ln x plus ln y means ln xy is equal to c. Here ln c. So xy is equal to c. And this equation is passing through 1 1. So if I put passing through 1 1, so c is equal to 1. So equation of streamline, xy is equal to 1 or y is equal to 1 by x. So it is hyperbolic. So this is the hyperbolic shape, hyperbolic shape. So this is the equation of our streamline, and we can draw the streamline. So this is our streamline. Streamline, and the nature is hyperbolic. Another problem, question number 3rd. Vorticity in the z direction is given by, vorticity in z direction is given by option A, del u by del x plus del v by del y. Option B, del u by del x minus del v by del y. Option C is del v by del x plus del u by del y, and option D is del v by del x minus del u by del y. So vorticity, so today we have seen the vorticity. Vorticity is equal to is equal to 2 times rotation. So we have to compute the vorticity in z direction, means vorticity in z direction is equal to 2 times rotation in z direction. So vorticity in z direction is equal to 2 times, and rotational component in z direction we know del v by del x minus del u by del y. So 2 cancel, so vorticity in z direction is equal to del v by del x minus del u by del y. So the option D is correct. If I take another problem, so which one of the following represents two-dimensional rotational flow? Option A, u is equal to x, v is equal to minus y. Option B, u is equal to 3x square minus 3y square, and v is equal to minus 6xy. Option C, u is equal to y, v is equal to x, and option D, u is equal to x square y and v is equal to minus x y square. So in this question is asked in civil services examination 1999. So this question is asked in civil services examination 1999. So which one of the following represents two-dimensional rotational flow? Means rotational flow is possible only when our rotational component should not be 0. So for two-dimensional, if I check the rotational component, so firstly we have to check the rotational component in z direction, because in z direction the component of v and u is coming. So rotational component in z direction is equal to 1 by 2 del v by del x minus del u by del y, and this should not be 0. Then the flow is rotational. If the velocity component, angular velocity in z direction is 0, then our flow is irrotational. So for option A, if I check omega z is equal to 1 by 2 del v by del x 0 minus del u by del y is 0. It is 0, means it is flow is rotational. Flow is irrotational. Similarly, for option B, omega z is equal to 1 by 2 del v by del x means minus 6y and minus del u by del y. So minus del u by del y is plus 6y. So it is once again it is 0. So flow is irrotational. Flow is irrotational. In option C, if I check, omega z is equal to 1 by 2 del v by del x. So 1 minus del u by del y. So 1. So once again it is 0. So our flow is irrotational. In option D, omega z is equal to 1 by 2 del v by del x means minus y square and minus del u by del y. Del v by del x means minus y square and del u by del y means x square. So it is not equal to 0 means flow is rotational. Flow is rotational. So option D here is correct. The last question of the day. The velocity component in a two-dimensional flow for an incompressible fluid are given by the equations u is equal to twice xy, v is equal to a square plus x square plus y square. The flow option A, satisfy irrotationality condition and the continuity equation Option B, satisfy irrotationality condition but not continuity equation. Option C does not satisfy the irrotationality condition. Does not satisfy the irrotationality condition but satisfy the continuity equation. And the last option does not satisfy either the irrotationality condition or the continuity equation. So these are the options given in the question. This question is asked in Civil Services Examination 1999. The velocity component in a two-dimensional flow for an incompressible fluid are given below. The velocity component in x direction is 2xy and y direction is a square plus x square plus y square. The flow satisfy irrotationality condition and continuity equation. Both satisfy irrotationality condition but not continuity equation. Option C does not satisfy the irrotationality condition but satisfy the continuity equation. And the last option does not satisfy either irrotationality condition or the continuity equation. So for the continuity equation, two-dimensional incompressible flow. So for two-dimensional steady incompressible flow, we have the equation del u by del x plus del v by del y, and it should be 0. So del u by del x is twice y plus del v by del y is twice y, that is equal to the 4y, and it is not equal to 0, means continuity equation not follow. So flow is not possible or continuity equation not satisfied. So continuity equation not satisfied and flow is not possible. After that we have to check the irrotationality. So the rotational component in z direction is equal to 1 by 2 del v by del x minus del u by del y. So 1 by 2 del v by del x means 2x minus del u by del y. So it is 2x. So it is 0. So here rotational component in z direction is 0, means flow is irrotational. So rotational flow is irrotational but continuity equation not satisfied. So our option B, satisfy irrotationality but condition but not continuity equation. So option B is correct. Option B is correct. So dear student, today I have discussed what is a streamline, and after that I have derived the equation of a streamline, that is dx by u is equal to dy by b is equal to dz by w. And after that I have discussed what is a streak line, and after that I have derived the rotational component or angular velocity in z direction, that is 1 by 2 del v by del x minus del u by del y. And similarly we have seen the expression of angular velocity in x and y direction, that is omega x and omega y. And after that I have discussed the condition for irrotationality. So I told you if the angular velocity component in x, y and z direction is 0, then our flow is irrotational, otherwise rotational. And after that I have discussed what is vorticity, and vorticity is just 2 times the rotational component. And after that I have discussed the circulation, and after that I have discussed few problems based on the acceleration. In the last class I have discussed the acceleration in x, y and z direction, and after on the basis of that I have taken one problem on the acceleration. And after that I have discussed I have taken some problems based on the rotational component or angular velocity and continuity equation. So in the next class I will discuss what is the velocity potential and what is the equation of velocity potential, and after that what is the equation of stream function. So take care of your health and happy learning.